Hello and welcome to another episode of the Drew Roff Show alongside Purdue soccer head coach Drew Roff. I'm the team's communications director. Drew, national rankings are out again. Purdue rose 6 spots up to 19. First of all, your reactions to another rise in the rankings.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Obviously, getting that top 20 is, something that, has always been a goal. I guess as a program you want to, be in consideration for that year after year. So nice to finally crack that top 20. Just focused on the task at hand, of course. So, proud of our players for the comeback victory, obviously, to, get the result on Sunday. And, of course, that helps keep you in the rankings. But really just focus on controlling our play and our effort. But, nice for the program to see that.
The recognition comes after a dramatic 3-2 victory over Minnesota on Sunday on Senior Day. Let's go back to halftime. You're trailing 2-0 at the half. What went into that 15-minute span, whether it was you and your coaches discussing or the team in the locker room, and sort of what's that mentality? Because this is a trend in terms of the team having big second halves to games, and so Sunday was no exception in terms of how they came out and played after the break.
Yeah, well, I think just being down 2 goals was something completely new for us this year. I believe we only trailed by a goal at times, so kind of a different situation. And fortunately, the first half I don't think we were at our best, but I don't think we were playing poorly. I don't think the 2-0 score was necessarily reflective of what went on. And give Minnesota credit, they earned the penalty, and then they finished that chance close to the half. So I just said, hey, we're not playing poorly, but we obviously need to play better. We need to make a few corrections. And at that point, the one advantage sometimes you're down 2-0 is you really can have an attacking mindset and say, hey, if we give up a third, we give up a third, but we need to score some goals. And the one thing I also shared was just that we haven't been shut out too much this year. There haven't been too many times where we haven't scored a goal. So as long as we hold true to that means we're going to get one. And if we get one, then the game is going to get very interesting, and we'll get some momentum. And I just said, if there's a team that can do it, this is the team that can do it. So I know what they're made of. I know what kind of character, what kind of ability we have in that room. So just said, hey, let's make a couple tweaks here and there, and you guys, let's go, do the rest. And fortunately, we had a great group that came out firing at halftime. After half, I mean, it's as I look back on the film, when you're caught up in the game, obviously you're looking at the goals, right? You could do a bunch of great things out there, but at the end of the day, you have to get that goal and get the momentum. So that's where my focus was. But I think a couple of days later, you take a step back, I get to really appreciate some of the combinations we had and some of the movement, some of the ability to play in, play back out, get the ball out wide, get runs in the box. I love the tempo. I just love the quality that we played that second half, and obviously the goals came as a result of that. But obviously we would have taken any goal we could at that point, but at the same time it was nice to see us really earn quality chances, earn some good goals, and it was by the time it got to 2-2, I felt pretty strongly that we were going to find that third one because our momentum was up to that point. But really proud of how we played, and great to have a comeback win. And I think that game kind of ironically was kind of indicative of our seniors' careers. They kind of found themselves up against it, and but they didn't quit. They kept going. They kept fighting, and that kind of shows who they have worked hard to become, all kind of in one game. So I thought it was pretty fitting, and really happy that we sent our seniors out on Senior Day the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. Great win and great second half that really, I think you could tell it was going to be a great second half within minutes of taking the field too. That first goal didn't come until the 64th minute, but just an aggressive start to that half. Did you sense that in the first couple minutes, like, hey, we're going to come through, whether we're going to score 2 or 3 goals, but we're definitely going to get one and get right back into it? How quickly into that second half did you see that?
Well, I think that's a advantage of having a veteran team and having a team that's had some success this year. Is I felt confident. Down 2-0. I've obviously over the years, you coach some teams that you're not sure how they're going to respond. I knew we would have a response, and now, granted, you just don't know how hard it will be to get that first goal because you know how crucial it is. But I love the way we were playing. Came out straight from the kickoff, and all of a sudden we were playing faster. Our movement was better. We seemed locked in, And it was interesting how confident I started to feel. Like you said, even before that first goal came, I was pretty sure, it was going to come eventually, and then, like I said, the momentum could change. But yeah, I love the way we played, and I figured we'd have some players step up that typically step up, and I thought there was some players, that came in, whether it was a Gabby Holler or Chloe Woodbeck. I thought Sydney Duarte was outstanding. Players that obviously have been good for us, but I thought they raised their game to a level that allowed us to really have 11 players on the pitch at once that were on the same page. And once I started seeing that, I started to get a little excited. I got out of my seat, and sometimes I sit, sometimes I stand, but I walked towards that goal, and I just had the feeling that there's going to be some good things happening here real soon. Yeah,
absolutely. Great second half. Boilermakers outshot Minnesota 8-3 in that final 45 minutes. Certainly played a part in that comeback. Looking ahead, 2 really tough matches this weekend at Ohio State on Thursday night, at Penn State on Sunday. 2 teams, I know you're focused directly on Ohio State on Thursday, but those are 2 teams routinely towards the top of the Big Ten standings, having rough years record-wise this year, but there's certainly, you could qualify those both as teams that are better than their records are, on paper, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Big Ten's so tough this year. We know those teams well, and we know the type of attacking talent that Ohio State has. We know the type of players that Penn State has. Those are players that can hurt you at any minute. So, records and things of that nature, games like this, you're not really focused on that at all. You're just focused on how can we slow down some of their special players, how can we, create an advantage with some of our strengths. But, a lot of respect for those opponents. And this time of year, everybody's, just really making that final push, trying to get points, trying to put their best foot forward. So that's just Big Ten soccer at its best. And we know we're going to be facing 2 really strong, hungry teams, and we're going to have our hands full this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Great road challenge. The final 2 road regular season matches of the year coming up this weekend. Coming up on the show, we have our first 2 freshmen of the year, Gracie Dunaway, Sydney Boudreau. Let's talk about them. First, Gracie leads the team with 6 assists, had a great assist on the Boilermakers' first goal on Thursday. What have you seen from her this year? She's played in all 14 matches, started those every game, really acclimated well to the college game.
Yeah, Gracie's been a tremendous addition to our roster. She just, really has a great, mindset. You can get that consistency from her, which is rare from a freshman. I don't think she really gets too high or too low. I think she shows up every day working hard to get better. Very coachable, definitely takes coaching well, and like I said, is always trying to improve. So that's what you look for in a young player with a lot of ability, but maybe not a ton of experience. And all she's done so far is just be a constant threat down that right side. She serves a great ball, which is I want to say a lost art, but it's a very special skill to be able to move as fast as she can and deliver a ball with quality that's easy to receive in the box, easy to finish. That's definitely something that she brings that's special, and really excited about the type of player that she can develop into. But for the moment, she's just really provided us a nice directness out there on that right flank, and she gets back and she defends, and just a great competitor, very kind of unassuming, but just has that competitive spirit that is gonna help her become really something special, I think, during her years at Purdue.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sydney Boudreau, another good freshman for us, who's played a lot more lately, 8 matches so far this year, 3 points. What have you liked from her so far?
Yeah, Sydney's done a great job coming in off the bench. When you want your bench to come into the game, you want them to bring energy and to just kind of provide a spark for your team. And that's what Sydney does. She's very quick. She's tough to beat defensively. She can cause problems, and she can tackle. And in the attack, she's got a couple moves she likes to use, getting forward, and she can get past players. She can get some crosses in. But really, it's just her intensity. Just a very intense player, and somebody that's you're going to give incredible effort from each time. So she's come in, provide us a spark, and she's had some really big moments, and we know we can count on her. So she's getting some valuable minutes, and once again, that's a player that will take these minutes and move forward, and really that'll help her development as a player.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you Thursday and Sunday in Columbus and State College.
Sounds great. Thank you,
Thanks.
Charlie.
Yep. Welcome back to the Drew Roff Show. I'm joined by freshman forwards Gracie Dunaway and Sydney Boudreau. Gracie, first let's start with you. You played a big role in this team's success this year, started all 14 matches, a team high 6 assists. What's helped you contribute so much early in your career and get off to such a quick start?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, coming in, it's definitely really intimidating as a freshman, not really knowing what to expect. But I think the upperclassmen and seniors have really helped guide us throughout the summer, preseason, and where we are now with our season. So I think that's really helped with our success this year.
And Sydney, how about you? What's that adjustment been like from playing college soccer or high school soccer a year ago to college soccer this year?
Yeah, I definitely think that the biggest adjustment for most of us coming in as freshmen would be like the speed of play. It's a lot faster than it was in high school, but you get used to it. As she said, like the upperclassmen have been really helpful in helping us get to know the team, getting to know the difference between the high school and college soccer, getting us prepared for that level, and getting everyone prepared to possibly come in and make an impact for the team.
And you mentioned the closeness of this team. It is a close-knit group, and we've talked a lot about this on the show throughout the year. But Sydney, what's your favorite thing about in the locker room and away from the soccer field about this group?
Yeah, I definitely think that a big part of our success this year is that close-knit feeling with the entire team. Everyone is so welcoming. All the upperclassmen have really come in, taken us under their wing and helped us, and everyone gets along, everyone hangs out. It's just the whole environment really just makes everyone be able to play together well on the field, as well as just be with each other in the locker room, be with each other outside of soccer, and it's been so fun just to be a part of the team and know that you're making an impact, and everyone's there to help each other, support each other, and everyone respects each other.
Gracie, I know you guys as freshmen you were here over the summer taking classes and getting acclimated a little earlier. Mm-hmm. How did that help you guys as a freshman class be able to hit the ground running that first day of training? Yes,
I definitely recommend if you're a freshman coming early in the summer, because it did help us get more comfortable just with campus itself, classes, and juggling that with our workouts and stuff. So I think that really helped us going into preseason.
Awesome. Let's talk about classes. We're almost through your first semester of college. First of all, how's it going? And Gracie, let's talk a little bit. You're looking to major in nutrition, mm-hmm. health, and fitness. How's that going? Has that helped you with your soccer in terms of knowing how to properly fuel your body for a college soccer game?
Yeah, it's definitely been pretty helpful going to having my nutrition class with soccer, and then also Lauren Link has been pretty helpful because she's in the same field.
Lauren Link, our head of our nutrition department here, has been long associated with the program, a former player herself for the team, and certainly is out there to look out for the best interests of our athletes and help and make sure you guys are able to play well for a full 90 minutes or longer if necessary, and that's certainly made a big impact. Sydney, you're majoring in engineering. How's that going? I know you survived. You made it through a couple big exams the last couple weeks. What's that been like, the rigors of that major?
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of work. It's actually really enjoyable. I'm enjoying all my classes. They're very hard, and it's hard to juggle soccer and engineering. It's a lot of work outside of school. We spend most of our time playing soccer, doing homework, and that's the extent of it. We have time to we play card games and we'll do some fun stuff in between, but we spend a lot of our time doing homework, and that's part of being a student athlete. But it's also something that we enjoy, and we have great role models on the team, our senior class that just graduated. Very smart group. They're great role models for all of us. We come in and we can look up to them, see how they've had so much success with this team, and same with all the classes down. This whole team has been very successful as student athletes, and it's a great thing to look up to, and it just shows you that anything's really possible, and it makes me want to get through this freshman year, first year engineering. So it's been all right.
Yeah, we're good. A lot of challenging opportunities in the classroom, but definitely a lot of, as Sydney mentioned, a lot of good role models to look up to the upperclassmen. When the academic All Big Ten team is announced in December, surely we'll have a lot of soccer student athletes on that list. But going back to the field and your success on the field, Gracie, as the team has had a lot of success, a lot of it has come from your assists. As I mentioned, a team high 6 assists among the Big Ten leaders in that. What does that feel like for you leading up to a big goal, especially Sunday? That game, you had a game-changing assist leading up to that first goal. What's that feel like for you on the pitch?
It's definitely helped me gain a lot more confidence going forward because being a freshman, it is intimidating, but being able to contribute like I have has really helped me gain more confidence.
When you're passing the ball and serving up that pass into the box to players like Sarah Griffith and Emily Matthews, does that make it a lot easier for you, knowing that you almost just have to get it close and then just let them finish the rest?
Yeah.
I mean, those are players that can leave fans just saying, wow, what did I just see? Does that make it easier for you?
Yeah, it does make my job a lot easier just having to get it in their range somewhere in there, and I know they can put it away. So.
Well, I'm glad it makes it easier for you. It certainly makes it a lot more fun for us to be able to watch that, and you've certainly had some great assists, and it's been a lot of fun to watch that. Sydney, to be honest, one of my favorite photos from this year is the celebration after your first career goal against Colorado. That was the third goal in a 3-1 win, cemented that victory in one of our last, maybe it was our last non-conference match. What do you remember from that goal and that ensuing celebration?
Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite memories from playing so far. Everyone's just so supportive. Like, I remember getting in there. It's great to come in off the bench and be able to make an impact. And when I put the ball in the net, I was honestly so beyond happy. Like, it was almost surreal. I was like, that did not just go in the net. And everyone was so excited for me just because I come in off the bench and I was able to make an impact as a freshman. And like, going back and the whole team congratulating me, it was just like, it was amazing, an amazing feeling. And having so many people supporting you and being happy for you regardless it's the best feeling.
Yeah, it's certainly a great feeling for you, a great feeling for us to be able to watch as well. So, Gracie, you also have a goal in your career, 6 assists, first goal for you as well of many, and hopefully we'll look to continue that with either goals or great plays on the pitch this weekend against Ohio State on Thursday and at Penn State on Sunday. So until we see you in Columbus and State College, thank you for joining us here today, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.